Last week, I gave you my first impressions on the game Fashion Dreamer after having played it for a handful of hours. That video was mostly positive, but I did have some trepidation surrounding the price point at $50. Today, I'm going to expand upon my first impressions, and I'm sorry to say this will get a little bit more negative. So here it is. Here's my second impressions on Fashion Dreamer. What, is that not a good title? Okay, firstly, many of my positives from the last video are still positive. The level designs of Eve and its cocoons are nice, and if you didn't know, these are little virtual areas where you can just sort of hang out. The tutorial, while still being a bit annoying, did end up actually preparing me for the rest of the game, so that's good, and obtaining new, fully designed outfits is pretty neat in how they do it. Seeing other players' muses or their player characters, or even just the designs that they chose on random NPCs that I see is pretty fun too. And yeah, all of their side activities are pretty decent, even if the gacha machines are a tad bit annoying. On top of all of these, I also experienced some new things that I did enjoy, namely interacting with the process of designing and getting lookits or outfits for my character from other actual people. While designing a lookit for someone else did, and honestly still does, feel a bit frightening because who am I? Getting a new lookit in the game was one of the most fun things to happen within the game, period, to me, because what's in the box? But over the course of the last week, a few cracks did start to appear within the game. Many of those cocoons have started to feel pretty small and lifeless to me, with each cocoon having 3 zones in it, each around some functionality: a salon, a pickup area, and then one main area. They feel like they could be expanded upon and actually have things to do with them, but they just don't currently feel functionally different. I mean, even the NPCs that you meet within them and the outfits they want are more or less the same across all of these, so why have different zones at all? While actually getting new outfits can be good, the outfit designing system is just bland and not fun to work with. Nothing really to say beyond that. Oh, and talking about those other NPCs, while they may have their own individual little gimmick, they don't really feel like actual characters at any point in the process of talking to them or designing outfits for them, which feels really bad because this is supposed to be a communication game to some extent. Oh, and one more small problem. As I played through the game, I got more and more used to the sorting and filtering systems that they use for the outfits and choosing them within it, but by getting used to it, it sort of just exposed me to how poorly done and unfinished these systems really are. I mean, sure, you can sort by like headpiece or shirt or something, but you can't really sort by the color or style of the outfit to find what you really want. And that's not even to begin with missing pieces like necklaces just being part of like shirts or whatever. But yeah, all of those things aside, the big problem with this game, and this is something that you might have heard from other people elsewhere, is what else is there to do? I mean, sure, you can follow trends, you can see other people's designs online, but you can't really establish trends for yourself within the game or do anything else from the fashion world. On top of that, there's a severe lack of actual depth to the gameplay or the systems within it that just leaves me wondering if that's it. Is that all the game has to offer? Now, I've heard multiple complaints from other people that this isn't really a game up to Style Savvy's level of features, and I'll be honest, I've never played or seen that game, so I can't really comment on that, but maybe I'll need to check in with it on some point in the future. So I guess my final remarks. Has the game hit my original goal of keeping me entertained for a week? Yes, it has, and it's done that quite well. But honestly, at this point in time, I don't see any way that I could, in good conscience, recommend this game to other people at its current price point of $50 US. I mean, maybe if it were, I don't know, 60 or 70% off, I could reasonably make that argument. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Don't get me wrong, I did have fun with it. Thank you to those who have backed me in the past and present, and here's a video that YouTube thinks that you'll like. Thank you for watching.